I'm Dr. Trisha Pingel. Today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how the thyroid works and how stress impacts it. So TSH is a signal that's released from our brain. And when that signal is released, we take iodine and amino acids and we make our first thyroid hormone, T4. That is produced in the thyroid gland. Now T4, although it's very important, is not the most metabolically active in our body. So what happens is T4 is released out into the body and it is converted into T3. T3 is what gives us our energy, our nails, our hair, our skin, our mood, all these things that are associated with thyroid per se. That is done with the assistance of minerals. Minerals are very important in this. If you do not have enough minerals in your body, you will not convert T4 into T3 appropriately. On the other side of this, we have something called reverse T3. Now this is where stress comes in. Reverse T3 is a storage form of thyroid. So if you could imagine, let's just say you're in the woods and you've been camping and you run into a bear and you get away from the bear, and then the next day the bear comes back again, and then it comes back again. So your body starts to anticipate that there might be another bear. So when that happens, the body decides to take some of that thyroid and store it. Why? So that you can run. You need to get energy real fast. So we have this storage mechanism that comes in very handy in short bursts of stress. But when you've had repeated stress, what happens is the thyroid starts to take some of this T4 and move it into reverse T3. That lowers the amount of T4 and definitely lowers the amount of T3 that's metabolically active in the body. The problem that I come across with most of my patients is that when they go to the doctor, their TSH is still fairly normal and in range. Their T4 is still okay because it's being produced to go this way, folks, not that way, right? So this stays the same. But what happens is the T3 drops, so they start to get all of the signs of low thyroid, but they're told that it's completely normal, right? That's very important here, is your thyroid can look normal and not be normal. And if you catch it early, you can fix it. If you wait too long, then not only are you having to fix it and repair the minerals and repair the stress, but you're also having to take thyroid medication. So that's a very important thing to remember about the thyroid, is that it can divert in multiple directions. I also would like to talk to you about the way that antibodies are produced against the thyroid and how stress is impacted by that. So antibodies can develop, and those are in the immune system, and what they do is they go through and they attack the thyroid. Okay, so this would be, maybe you've heard of them, Hashimoto's thyroiditis or Graves' disease. These are autoimmune conditions against the thyroid. I think historically in medicine, we've always considered that these are genetic, that they're inherited. However, I don't find that to always be the case. What I have found is that when the reverse T3, which is a product of stress and storage of thyroid, occurs, over time, the body actually develops antibodies against the thyroid. So you'll see the reverse T3 go up, and then you'll see what's called the TPO antibody go up, create a situation of Hashimoto's. But the thyroid may not necessarily be deficient. So if you continue this process where you're going reverse T3 to antibodies, eventually those antibodies will impact the signaling of the TSH, and guess what? Now you have hypothyroidism because the thyroid production is lowered, the demand is wanting to go this way. So the bottom line is, with thyroid, you have to look at all pieces of the puzzle, and you not only have to consider the level of thyroid, but you also have to consider what are the minerals in the body and are they being utilized to have the best outcome from the thyroid that is made.